Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of Genshin Impact. So in this video, this is gonna be a little bit of a critic video, concerning a certain aspect of Genshin Impact that I think Mihoyo should take a look at and they should try to fix. Because especially after a certain adventure rank, in this case I'm adventure rank 51, so world level 7. You're approaching the very last stage of your characters. You're very close at being 6 of ascension. You're very close at having your weapons maxed out. You're very close at having your artifacts with a 5-star, and you're very close at getting higher and higher levels of your talents. And now this video is going to be a critique especially regarding drop rates for talents and the weapons materials, because for artifacts it doesn't work like this. Because for artifacts, if you see here, if you approach the very last stage of so the higher difficulty, the higher level in a stage, it's guaranteed that you win always a legendary artifact, so a 5-star artifact. And that's okay, because you're doing the higher level, the highest level, you're doing it in the highest difficulty, so that it's how it should be. Now you can see that you also have a chance of winning a legendary item, a legendary artifact, even at a level 3 of the domain, but it's not guaranteed. And now I think that what should happen is that something very similar happens as well for weapons and talents materials. Because right now what happens is something that is very underwhelming, and I think it really makes it a lot longer to be able to level up weapons and get higher talents, because this happens. Now see here, weapons, there are 4 different rarities from 2-star to 5-star. All right, for talents instead, there are 3 rarities, so 2-star until 4-star. Both of these domains, as you can see, have 4 levels, so from 1 to 4, and also weapons from 1 to 4. And I'm already here in a location, and if I enter here, all right, you can see that the rarity of the items I can obtain a change regarding of the difficulty. So you can see here, very low level, only the lowest rarity weapon material. Then as the level and the difficulty goes up, you have a chance to get higher and higher and higher materials. And that's okay, because when you are approaching this very last stage, this very last level, it's like the artifacts, right? When you are in a very advanced stage of the game is when you're going to be even able to beat the last stage of the domain. But unfortunately, what happens is that, contrary to the artifacts, where if you approach and you defeat the very last stage, it's guaranteed that you get the highest rarity in terms of the item that you obtain. For weapons and talents, it doesn't work like that. It continues to be a chance. So there is a chance that you win the 5-star, there is a chance they win the 4-star, and only it's guaranteed to win the 3-star and the 2-star. So what happens, and this has happened to me, and I'm going to actually show you here in the video that what happens is that when you clear up the very last stage of this domain, for the talent, for the weapon or for the talent, and you get only 2-star and 3-star, it's very underwhelming. Because like, what's the difference then between doing this stage a level 3 or even a level 2? I'm gaining the same stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna just show you. All right, so you can actually see that it's not like I'm making things up or whatever, but it's something that really happens. And yeah, probably this time is when I'm gonna get the 5-star, like as I'm doing the video. This time is gonna be where I'm gonna be getting the 5-star. But this shouldn't happen. Like, it's very like 1 time out of 4, I think. 4 times you clear up the domain is where you get the 5-star artifact, or sorry, the 5-star material. So the highest rarity. Alright, so here I'm not really playing super well, but whatever. Alright, so let's get out. Yeah, she's very fast when that thing comes up. So I'm gonna just avoid. Alright. Here we go. Yeah, the fact that she always teleports is very, very annoying as well. Okay, here we go. So that's one. I think then the spawns like another one later on. Yeah, the best approach for this one is just with Bennett, I think. Because Keqing, like, because they're Electro, they're immune to her damage. So let's use here the shards to do more damage to Electro characters. Alright. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna also take down this last one. And then I'm gonna take care of the mage. Ouch. Yeah, I didn't got the shield. Here we go. Nice. Oops, yeah, I lost the... Okay, very close camera sometimes, very annoying. Yeah, just doing damage here, I guess. Stop. Teleport. Alright, that should be it, I think. Alright. So I cleared up here, as I showed before, guys. This was the very last stage. Right? The very last highest difficulty for the weapons. So here, if I claim the rewards, now if it happens like artifacts, I should have the highest rarity. But as you're gonna see, that is not gonna happen. It's not, and not even the 4-star is guaranteed. Sometimes you only get like this and this. Now this time I got lucky and I got 4-star, but as you can see I didn't got the 5-star, so the legendary item. Now, why am I saying that Mihoyo should fix this? Because it's very underwhelming for high-level players to level up things up. Because it's gonna take so much time to even have the chance to get the legendary item. Like if I need the legendary item, so if I'm doing this last level, right? Because I need this, that's because I need to level up a weapon from level for the very last ascension, right? And just to obtain one of these by crafting, I need to have 3 of this. And in order to have 3 of this, I need to craft out of 9 of this. So it's just a very long process. And I think that it's just bad, you know. If you have 4 different levels, it should be guaranteed that you win at least 1 for each rarity. So if you're doing level 1, right, you should only win this, and that's okay. If you do level 2, it should be guaranteed that you win at least 1 of this. And then maybe they can change, like maybe it can be random how many of the lower rarity you can win, but it should be guaranteed at least 1 of this. If you do level 3, it should be guaranteed that you have at least 1 of this and also 1 of this, and then you can have how many of this as you want. And then last level, as it happens for artifacts, it should be guaranteed that you get a 5-star and a 4-star for each career up. and then you maybe can have as many as, I don't know, 2 or 3 for this lower quality. But yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, it should be guaranteed to get at least one item for each rarity, depending on the level. Especially if we're talking about players that are past rank 50 or rank 45, where you are unlocking the, the higher, the monsters with the highest level, the harder to destroy. So yeah, this is something that I think Mihoyo should really fix, because it's very, very underwhelming. Sometimes you have to do the same like domain. In order to get even 4 of this, you need to do it like maybe 6, 7, or 8 times in order to have enough lower level material in order to craft them in order to get the 5-star. So that is something that shouldn't happen. And yeah, the same happens for talents. Now, talents, there are only 3 rarities, but the mechanics are pretty much the same. If you go into a domain with talents, so this one right here, for example, right? I'm not gonna play here, I'm gonna just show you. There are again 4 levels. So in this lower level, only 2-star. Then second level, 2 and 3-star. Then third level, in this case, you still only gain 2 or 3-star. And then last stage, that's the 4-star talent. And again, you can craft the lesser talents into the higher ones, But again, if you go into, probably this happened to you as well. If you defeat the very last stage of talents, that many times it's higher level, so it's harder to get to clear up the highest level for the talents than for the weapons. But if you even clear up, sometimes what happens, like 3 times out of 4, you're gonna only win this and this. And that's just super bad, because these are the same 2 things that you win by playing on the second level. So from the second to the 4th level, what has changed? Nothing. It's just the difficulty is higher. Like, this is our 34 levels of difference. But the rewards I'm getting are pretty much the same. Of course, the numbers are different. For example, here I think you gain like 2, 2, or like a 3, 2, or sometimes like even 2, 1. Here you gain a higher number, for example, like 3, 4, or 3, 3, or 2, 3, or 3, 2, sorry, stuff like that. Then on the last stage, you may be winning like 3, 4, or 4, 4. So yes, you're getting more stuff, but still the guaranteed is not there. Like, it should be guaranteed that for each run, you should be guaranteed that you get at least 1. Then maybe if you get 2 or 3, that's even better. But it's not possible that when you clear up for highest level domain, you get the same items, even if you're getting more, but you're getting the same rarity items that you would get from a level 2. That's something that I don't think it's no, it's just bad. So yeah, this is something that Mihoyo should fix, and this happens, as I showed before, for the weapons as well. It's exactly the same. Sometimes you do the last stage and you only win 2-star and 3-star. So that's just, that shouldn't happen, because if I would want to have 2-star and 3-star, I would go to this difficulty, or maybe even the 3rd one, but not the 4th one. If I'm playing on the 4th one on the highest difficulty, it's because I want the higher rarity materials. I don't want these lower quality materials. So it should be guaranteed, as I said before, that you get at least 1 of each. And yeah, that was enough for the rant and for the critique of the game. Now, if I could add to it, this happens as well for bosses, because for example here, if you see Storm Terror and Child, you can see that there are also different difficulties. The higher the difficulty, the higher chance to get legendary items. For example, for the different bosses, in this case it's just Anemo, Electro, and Hydro. The artifacts, the boss, legendary things that are needed for talents as well to level up, and then the blueprints for the forging of the weapons. And but again, this is not guaranteed. Like the only thing that is guaranteed when I think you do the 5th and the 6th level, the only thing guaranteed is that you win at least one of this. And like when you do the highest level, yeah, like you get 2, I think. That's the only thing that's guaranteed. But it's not guaranteed that you get a 5-star for the bosses, for the other bosses. It's not guaranteed that you get a 5-star artifact. And it's not guaranteed that you get at least one blueprint. It's just chance. So yeah, that's something that also Mihoyo I think should fix. You know, if you're defeating, you are doing the very last stage of a boss, it's not possible that you are gaining the same rewards as you would with the 4th or with the 5th difficulty. Like you should be getting something more, and the same happens here for the wolf boss as well. You know, it should be guaranteed that you get at least one legendary boss item other than the talents and other than the artifacts. And as well, here child is the same as Storm Terror, so there are different levels. And as well, the drop rates for the for the ascension materials, for the talents materials, for the artifacts should be higher. Should be like 100%. It's guaranteed that other than the talents, you should be guaranteed you get at least one legendary item per run on the very last stage, right? Because it's the last stage, it's the hardest one. So yeah, either artifacts or like boss things, it should be guaranteed. But yeah, so yeah, that was it. Like for bosses, we could do this same speech, for bosses, because as well bosses, they're gonna level up as you level up your war level. So it's not like, for example, child, that there are different levels and you can do whatever difficulty you want. For bosses, you can't defeat bosses on a lower level, so it's always the level is going to be the highest possible. But again, the only thing that's guaranteed is having the boss level up materials. Is the only thing, because not even this is not guaranteed even at the highest level, and the 5-star artifacts also are not guaranteed. I've defeated so many bosses on this last level, like level 7, having only 4-star artifacts, and having like 2-star, like having only this and this in terms of the character ascension materials. And that's just not acceptable in my opinion. If they really wanna level up the game and they wanna make the game interesting also for players that are higher level, they should make it 100% that the legendary items are gonna drop. So for either weapons, for talents, for bosses, it shouldn't be a chance. Like it should be 100%, and then there is a chance that you get even more. So you get like 2 legendary items, maybe 3. So that is what I think Mihoyo should do. And yeah, what you guys think, let me know in the comments, and I hope you enjoyed. See ya. Bye bye.